Good morning. I want to remind you today that you were not created for small dreams. You were not put on this earth just to survive, just to get by, just to settle for mediocrity. No, you were created to soar, to reach new heights, to accomplish great things. See, when you dream big, you're stepping into the life you were meant to live. Some people will tell you to be realistic, to tone it down, to not expect too much. But let me tell you something, there is no limit to what you can achieve when you believe in the greatness inside of you. Maybe you've had disappointments, maybe life has knocked you down, but just because you had a setback doesn't mean you're not destined for a comeback. Don't let temporary challenges make you shrink your dreams. Instead, let them fuel you to dream even bigger. The size of your dream will determine the size. If you think small, you'll stay small. But if you dare to dream big, to stretch your faith, to step out of your comfort zone, then doors will open that you never imagined. So today, I challenge you, dream bigger. Expand your vision. Believe for the impossible. Don't settle for good enough when there's greatness with your name on it. Your future is calling. Your best days are still ahead. But it all starts with one thing, a big dream. You were created with purpose, with potential, with something unique that only you can offer to this world. There is greatness inside of you, a destiny that is far bigger than where you are right now. Too often, people settle for less than they were meant to have. They get comfortable in the ordinary, in just getting by and doing what's expected. But deep down, something whispers that they were made for more. That whisper is not just a random thought. It is the calling on your life, the reminder that you were never meant to be average. You weren't designed to blend in, to go through life unnoticed, to live with small dreams and limited thinking. You were created to rise higher, to break barriers, to set new standards, and to accomplish things beyond what you can even imagine. When you realize that greatness is already inside of you, you stop waiting for permission to pursue your dreams. You stop listening to the voice that says you're not good enough or you don't have what it takes. Because the truth is, you already have everything you need within you. Maybe you've been told to stay in your lane, to not reach too high, to be satisfied with where you are. But that's not your destiny. You were meant to live boldly, to step into new opportunities, to embrace challenges, and to grow beyond every limitation. Every talent, every dream, every desire that pushes you forward was placed inside you for a reason. You don't have to settle. You don't have to shrink to fit into someone else's expectations. The doors of possibility are wide open for those who dare to believe that they were created for something greater. The world doesn't need more people playing small. It needs people who are willing to step up, to lead, to inspire, to create, to dream bigger than ever before. When you walk in the confidence of who you were meant to be, you don't just change your own life, you inspire others to rise as well. So embrace the truth that you were never meant for mediocrity. You were created for greatness, and it's time to start living like it. Everything great that has ever been accomplished started as a dream. Before there was a breakthrough, before there was success, before anything became a reality, someone had to dream it first. Dreaming big isn't just about wishful thinking. It's about seeing beyond where you are, imagining what's possible, and believing that your future holds more than your present. It's the first step to unlocking your potential and stepping into the life you were meant to live. Too many people let life happen to them instead of deciding what kind of life they want. They get stuck in routines, held back by fear, or limited by what they've seen in the past. But when you dare to dream big, you break out of those limitations. You stop looking at what's wrong and start focusing on what's possible. You begin to see opportunities instead of obstacles, potential instead of problems. Dreaming big shifts your mindset. It gives you a reason to wake up with excitement, to push through challenges, to keep going when things get tough. When you have a vision for your life, you don't settle for average. You don't let setbacks define you. Instead, you use them as stepping stones to something greater. Every invention, every business, every movement that changed the world began with someone who refused to accept things as they were. But dreaming big isn't just about thinking. It's about believing that your dreams are worth pursuing. It's about taking action, making decisions that align with your vision, and refusing to quit when things don't happen overnight. It's understanding that your dreams are the blueprint for your future. And the moment you start dreaming bigger, you start attracting the opportunities, resources, and people that will help you bring those dreams to life. You are meant for more than just going through the motions. Your best life is waiting for you, but it starts with the size of your dream. So don't be afraid to dream bigger, believe harder, and take that first step toward the life you were always meant to live. Not everyone will understand your dream. Not everyone will support your vision. Some people will try to talk you out of it, not because they are bad people, but because they can only see life through their own limited perspective. They'll tell you to be realistic, to play it safe, to not get your hopes up. But here's the truth. If you listen to the naysayers, you'll end up living their version of life instead of the one you were created for. People will doubt what they can't see. If they've never done it themselves, they might assume it can't be done, but just because someone else doesn't believe in your dream doesn't mean it isn't possible. Your dream was given to you, not to them. They don't have to understand it, they don't have to approve of it, and they certainly don't have the right to limit what you can achieve. Many of the greatest success stories in history came from people who were told they would never make it. They were laughed at, criticized, and counted out. But they didn't let the voices of doubt define them. They chose to ignore the negativity, stay focused on their vision, and keep moving forward. And eventually, the same people who doubted them had to step back and watch them succeed. If you surround yourself with people who always point out the risks, the obstacles, and the reasons why it won't work, you'll start doubting yourself. That's why you have to be intentional about who you listen to. Seek out those who encourage you, who believe in you, who push you to go further. And when the naysayers come, and they will, just smile, stay focused, and keep walking toward your dream. At the end of the day, the only opinion that truly matters is yours. You don't need permission to go after what's in your heart. The same people who question you now might be the ones applauding you later. But even if they never do, it doesn't matter. Your destiny isn't tied to their approval. Ignore the naysayers, stay true to your vision, and prove them wrong by succeeding anyway. Everyone faces disappointments. Everyone experiences setbacks. No one's journey is free from challenges, delays, or unexpected detours. But here's what you need to remember. What happens to you does not define you. How you respond to it does. A setback is not the end of your story. It's just a chapter. A disappointment is not a sign to give up. It's an opportunity to grow, to learn, to become stronger. Too many people let one failure convince them that their dream is over. They tried once and it didn't work out. They took a risk and it didn't go as planned. Now they carry that disappointment like a label, not good enough, not smart enough, not lucky enough. But those are just lies. The truth is, failure is not final unless you let it be. Some of the most successful people in history failed more times than they succeeded, but they refused to let those failures define them. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. What looks like a delay is often just preparation. The doors that closed, the opportunities that didn't work out, the times you felt like you were falling behind, it's all part of the process. Sometimes things don't go the way we planned because something better is ahead. Sometimes we have to go through challenges to build the strength and wisdom we'll need for where we're going. You may have faced disappointments in the past, but that doesn't mean your future is limited. You may have had losses, but that doesn't mean you're a loser. You may have fallen, but that doesn't mean you can't rise again. The key is to get back up. Keep believing, keep pushing forward. Shake off the doubt, silence the voice that says it's over, and remind yourself, this is just a season, not the end of my story. Your future is still waiting for you. The dream in your heart is still possible. Don't let a temporary setback make you give up on what you were meant to do. Disappointments may come, but they don't define you. What defines you is the courage to keep going, the faith to believe in something greater, and the determination to rise higher no matter what life throws your way. The most powerful force shaping your future is not your background, not your circumstances, not even your talent. It's your belief in yourself. You can have all the skills in the world, the best opportunities and the right connections, but if you don't believe you can succeed, you'll hold yourself back before life ever does. Everything you achieve starts in your mind. If you see yourself as capable, strong, and destined for greatness, you'll step into challenges with confidence. But if you doubt yourself, question your worth, or let fear dictate your decisions, you'll hesitate when opportunities arise. You'll settle for less than what you were meant for. That's why it's so important to guard your thoughts, to refuse to let negativity take root, and to train yourself to see possibility instead of limitation. The truth is, you already have what it takes. You may not feel ready. You may have doubts from time to time, but belief isn't about waiting until you feel 100% confident. It's about choosing to move forward anyway. Every great leader, every innovator, every world changer had moments of uncertainty, but they kept going because they believed their dream was bigger than their fear. People will try to set limits on you. They'll tell you what's realistic, what's possible, and what you should do. But their opinions don't determine your future, your belief does. If you let doubt control you, you'll stay stuck where you are. But if you dare to believe in yourself, to step out boldly, to take action even when you're afraid, there's no telling how far you can go. Success isn't reserved for a select few. It's not just for the lucky ones or the most talented. It's for those who believe they can achieve something greater, who are willing to push past fear, who refuse to let setbacks stop them. When you believe in yourself, doors open, opportunities appear, and the impossible starts becoming possible. So stop waiting for permission. Stop talking yourself out of your dreams. The only thing standing between you and your destiny is the belief that you belong there. Believe in yourself. Take the first step and watch how far you'll go. Dreaming big is the first step, but dreams alone won't get you there. It's faith and persistence that turn dreams into reality. You can have the most incredible vision for your life, but without the determination to push through obstacles and the belief that it's possible, that dream will stay just an idea. Faith is what keeps you going when nothing seems to be working. It's what allows you to hold on when doors close, when people doubt you, when progress feels slow. Faith says, I may not see it yet, but I know it's coming. It's the confidence that the dream inside you wasn't placed there by accident, that you're moving towards something greater, even if you can't see the full picture yet. But faith alone isn't enough. You have to combine it with persistence. Some people give up the first time they face a challenge. They hit a roadblock and they assume it's a sign to quit. But the truth is, obstacles aren't stop signs. They're tests to see how badly you want it. Every great success story is filled with moments of struggle, rejection, and failure. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't isn't talent, luck, or intelligence. It's persistence. When you refuse to quit, when you keep showing up, when you decide that failure is not an option, things start to shift. Opportunities appear, doors open, and what once seemed impossible becomes reality. The people who make it to the top aren't the ones who had an easy path. They're the ones who kept going when others stopped. So if you're in a season of waiting, if you've been working towards something and haven't seen results yet, don't get discouraged. Keep the faith. Stay persistent. Every step you take, no matter how small, is bringing you closer to your dream. The journey may not always be easy, but if you hold on to faith and refuse to give up, you will see the impossible become possible. Keep going. Your breakthrough is on the way. The size of your thinking determines the size of your life. If you think small, if you set low expectations, if you only believe for what's realistic, you'll never rise above the limits you've placed on yourself. But when you dare to think bigger, to stretch your vision, to believe that greater things are possible, that's when you step into a life of abundance, growth, and success. Too many people shrink their dreams to fit their current circumstances. They let fear, past failures, or the opinions of others keep them from thinking beyond where they are. They say, I'll never get that promotion. I could never start my own business. Or people like me don't achieve that level of success. And because they think small, they act small. They stay in the same routines, make the same choices, and settle for the same results year after year. But here's the truth. Your thoughts create your reality. If you believe you're stuck, you will be. If you believe success is out of reach, it will be. But if you dare to think bigger, to expect more, to see yourself achieving what others say is impossible, then you begin to step into that reality. The most successful people in the world didn't get there by thinking small. They had a vision beyond what was in front of them, and they refused to settle. Thinking big doesn't mean ignoring reality. It means choosing to see possibilities instead of limitations. It means asking, what if it does work, instead of what if it doesn't? It means surrounding yourself with people who challenge and inspire you rather than those who pull you down. It means believing that just because something hasn't been done before doesn't mean it can't be done by you. If you want to see big results in your life, start by expanding your thinking. Challenge yourself to dream bigger, to expect more, to believe that you are capable of far more than you've ever imagined. The only thing standing between you and a life of greatness is the size of your thinking. So stop thinking small. Your future is as big as you allow it to be. Challenges are a part of life. No matter who you are or what you're pursuing, obstacles will show up along the way. Too often, people see challenges as stop signs, signals that they should turn back, give up, or settle for less. But the truth is, challenges are not there to block you. They are there to build you. They are stepping stones designed to take you to the next level. Every great success story is filled with moments of struggle, setbacks, and obstacles that seemed impossible to overcome. The people who achieve great things in life aren't the ones who never face difficulties. They're the ones who refuse to let those difficulties stop them. When faced with adversity, they didn't quit. They didn't shrink back. They used the challenge as fuel to grow stronger, wiser, and more determined. Think about an athlete training for a championship. If they only practiced when it was easy, if they only pushed themselves when they felt good, they would never reach their full potential. The pain, the struggle, the long hours in the gym, those challenges are what prepare them for victory. In the same way, the obstacles you face are preparing you for the success ahead. The very thing that seems like it's holding you back may actually be the thing that's strengthening you for something greater. Some people let challenges define them. They face rejection and assume they're not good enough. They experience failure and decide that success isn't meant for them. They struggle financially and believe they'll always be stuck in that situation. But challenges are not meant to be the end of your story. They are meant to be part of your growth. Every challenge carries a lesson, a new skill, a level of perseverance that you wouldn't have developed otherwise. Instead of seeing obstacles as signs to stop, start seeing them as signs to push forward. When one door closes, it's not the end. It just means there's a better one waiting. When a plan doesn't work out, it's not a failure. It's a lesson that will mean you're off track. They mean you're on the path to something greater. The key is how you respond. Do you let challenges break you, or do you let them build you? Do you focus on the struggle, or do you focus on what's on the other side of it? The people who reach their dreams aren't the ones who had the easiest road. They are the ones who kept going when it got hard, who turned setbacks into comebacks, who refused to let anything stop them from reaching their destiny. So whatever challenge you're facing right now, know this: it's not there to defeat you, it's there to develop you. It's making you stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the blessings ahead. Don't let challenges make you give up. Let them make you rise up. Keep moving forward, keep believing, and use every challenge as a stepping stone to something greater. Life will bring difficulties. There will be challenges that test your patience, disappointments that shake your confidence, and moments that make you question whether you have what it takes. But no matter what you face, you must hold onto this truth. Your destiny is greater than your difficulties. What's ahead of you is far bigger than anything trying to hold you back. Too often, people let difficulties define them. They face hardship and think, maybe this is all there is for me. They go through loss, rejection, or failure, and they assume they've reached their limit. But difficulties are not the end of your story. They are just a chapter. You weren't created to live defeated, to stay stuck in the struggle, or to settle for less than what you were meant to have. The challenges you face are not greater than the purpose inside you. When you look at the most successful, inspiring people in the world, they didn't get there without struggles. Every leader, every innovator, every world changer has had moments of difficulty. They faced obstacles, criticism, and failures. But what set them apart wasn't that their path was easy. It was that they refused to let their difficulties stop them. They believed that what was ahead was greater than what they were going through. That they believed that what was ahead was greater than what they were going through. Maybe you've been through seasons of disappointment. Maybe you've been working toward a goal and haven't seen the results yet. Maybe life has thrown unexpected challenges your way and you're wondering if things will ever change. But hear this, your destiny is still intact. No setback, no failure, no challenge has the power to cancel what was meant for you. If you keep believing, keep moving forward, and keep refusing to give up, you will step into everything that has been planned for you. The key is in how you see your difficulties. You can either see them as barriers, or you can see them as stepping stones. You can allow them to weigh you down, or you can use them to build strength and resilience. What you're facing today may be difficult, but it is not permanent. You are being shaped, refined, and prepared for something greater. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow, to rise higher, and to step closer to your destiny. If you're walking through a tough season, don't lose hope. Your story isn't over. The dream inside you is still possible. The struggles are temporary, but the purpose in you is eternal. No amount of difficulty can stop what has already been set in motion for your life. Stay strong, stay focused, and remind yourself daily, my destiny is greater than my difficulties. Nothing can stop me from reaching my full potential. No matter where you are in life right now, no matter what challenges you've faced or what disappointments you've endured, you need to hold on to this truth. The best is yet to come. Your greatest days are not behind you. They are still ahead. The dreams in your heart, the breakthroughs you're believing for, the opportunities you've been waiting on, they are still possible. Just because you haven't seen them yet doesn't mean they're not coming. Too many people give up on their future because of the struggles of the present. They face setbacks, delays, or unexpected hardships, and they assume that what they have now is all they'll ever have. They settle into a mindset that says, this is as good as it gets. But that's a lie. You were not created to live a life of limitation. You were meant for increase, for growth, for new levels of success, joy, and purpose. Think about a caterpillar. It might look small, ordinary, even insignificant, but inside there's the potential to become something beautiful. If the caterpillar judged its future based on where it was at that moment, it might believe it would never fly. But just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. There's a transformation coming. And the same is true for you. Just because you don't see the change today doesn't mean it isn't on the way. The key is to stay in a posture of expectation. You have to believe that your future is filled with greater things. That doesn't mean life will always be easy, but it does mean that you are always moving forward. Every challenge, every lesson, every moment of growth is leading you to something better. The relationships, the opportunities, the open doors, they are still ahead of you. You haven't seen your best days yet. Maybe you've been through difficult seasons. Maybe you've experienced loss, heartbreak, or setbacks that made you feel like you'd never recover. But let me tell you, your story isn't over. The best is not behind you. There is still more for you to do, more for you to experience, more for you to become. You have to shake off the doubt, silence the voices that say it's too late, and remind yourself daily, my best days are still ahead. Life is a journey, and every step you take brings you closer to the blessings, the opportunities, and the breakthroughs that are waiting for you. So don't get discouraged by what you see today. Don't let a temporary setback make you give up on a permanent victory. Keep moving forward, keep believing, keep expecting, because the best is yet to come. So no matter where you are today, no matter what challenges you faced or what dreams feel out of reach, hold on to hope. Refuse to settle, refuse to shrink back. Refuse to let difficulties convince you that this is all there is. Your story is still being written, and the best chapters are yet to come. Walk with confidence, dream with boldness, and live with expectation. The road ahead may not always be easy, but every step is leading you toward greater things. Doors will open, opportunities will come, and the right people will cross your path. You haven't seen your greatest victories yet. You haven't reached your highest potential yet. The best is still on its way. So stand tall, keep believing, and keep moving forward, because your future is bright, your purpose is strong, and the best is yet to come.